Hi, I'm Ben from Dataspace, and this is Don't Stress, how to put data science candidates at ease and really get to know them. 3 tips in 3 minutes. Unless you're disarming bombs or working undercover as a spy, it's likely that 99% of the time your work environment isn't super stressful. So, when interviewing, you'll get a better sense of a person and their capabilities when they're at ease than you will when they're nervous. And whether it's a contractor or a permanent employee, you'll be working with this person for a long time. So when making a hiring decision, it's important to really know them. Otherwise, you risk rejecting some highly qualified candidates and hiring some fast talkers who are really good with stress, but bad with data. Here are 3 techniques I use to put candidates at ease during their video interviews. Number 1, don't grill, converse. From the start, I don't grill my interviewees. I try to converse with them. Treat the experience as a conversation rather than an intense interrogation, and you're likely to get a better sense of the candidate's true personality and capabilities. Number 2, start with small talk, then describe the interview process. Look, you wouldn't start a normal conversation with what data subject area is your work focused on. So don't start your interview that way. Instead, start with some small talk. Ask the candidate where they're located and what the weather is like today. Pulling some facts from their resume can help you make small talk. Just this week, I asked the candidate, so, do you prefer living in Chicago or in Miami where you were before? They smiled and told me how, coming from India, the weather in Miami was way better than in Chicago. In other words, now we're conversing. Number 3, assure the candidate that they needn't be perfect. Before starting the technical part of interviews, I usually say, now I'd like to ask you some technical questions. Don't worry too much about any particular question. I'm really just trying to get a sense of the areas where you are most skilled. This tends to calm candidates and starts the tech part of the conversation off on a low threat note. Finally, here's a secret bonus tip that is more powerful than you'd think. Years ago, in the middle of an interview, trying to be funny, I asked the candidate, so, how am I doing? I was really surprised at how disarming it was to turn the tables. The candidate thought for a moment, laughed, and told me how I was doing great. From that day forward, how am I doing has become a standard part of my interviewing repertoire. It almost always eases the mood and keeps the conversation fun. Try it. You might be surprised at the effect. I hope you found these tips helpful. Now calm down and get interviewing. There's a ton more information on our website at dataspace.com, including a number of data science recruiting tips. Thanks for your time. We'll catch up again soon with another set of data science recruiting tips in 3 minutes.